Ladies and gentlemen, we understand that you have come tonight to bear witness to the sound of drum and bass. We regret to announce that this is not the case, as instead, we come tonight to bring you the sonic recreation of the end of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to hold your color.
This is Pendulum.
Another heavy performance from Pendulum.
We're just warming you up right now. Taking you up step by step, level by level. Everybody in front of the pyramid stage, you're gonna join us tonight, alright?
Felt Pendulum at its peak in 2012. Mainly after there was one show that we played, Glastonbury on the main stage.
We can see you, but we can't hear you.
And we were playing right before Beyonce.
Describe to me what was going on with the crowd.
Kind of looking at the crowd during the whole show, just seeing like waves of people just sitting there waiting for Beyonce with their kids on the picnic blanket. It was a bit awkward, but it's right before Beyonce and people are waiting for Beyonce, that's fair enough. But then I remember going home and watching the footage of it, and I was like, if I wasn't in this band and I saw it on TV, I don't think I'd like it.
Thank you very much.
So that's when I was like, right, well, it's time to go away then.
Glastonbury, we will return. Thank you, good night.
By the time I left it in 2012, I'd almost forgotten what it was supposed to be in my head, and I think that's why I wasn't having fun. And it's literally taken this amount of time to get back to that.
It's the last day. And you're all still here going hard. It means a fucking lot.
When we played with Knife Party at Ultra in 2015, Adam, the owner of Ultra Festival,
got into our car backstage as we were prepping for a Knife Party show. He locked the doors and he turned to Rob and said,
Rob, what's it gonna take to get you motherfuckers to play Ultra Festival? At that point, I didn't really want to bring Pendulum back just yet. So I started throwing out ridiculous demands. I said, okay, Adam, well, we want to headline the festival with both bands and a bunch of other shit. And he was like, done, let's go. I was like, shit. We couldn't turn the slot down. It was too big. It did unfortunately mean having to do a headline Pendulum and Knife Party slot, which nearly killed me.
Ultra, are you ready? Go! You see those hands up? Every single pair of hands, let me see them. Can you please make some goddamn noise for Dead Mouse? We are burning down, we are burning down. It's the way that you fake it, I know it's too late. But I just wanna play it right. We're gonna get there tonight.
People were asking us how we wanted to bring Pendulum back, but we didn't know exactly what we wanted to do in terms of direction or how we wanted to come across or how the music sounded. What does Pendulum sound like now that it's gone away and come back now? And I think for a while there we were a little bit probably listening to too many other people telling us, like managers and whoever else, telling us like maybe something like this, and we were like, okay, well, yeah, yes, and maybe something like that. Okay, sure, why not? And not really doing what we wanted to do. We were always kind of looking at what everyone else was doing, and it was like, okay, everyone else sounds like this, we're going to be that, something completely different and something that excites us.
We're born out of drum and bass and love drum and bass, but we've always really loved that we're not constrained by its tempo.
I think the issue was that we were trying to think too much about like what does Pendulum sound like? Okay, the last album sounded like this, so it's going to be that. What is Pendulum now? And try to actively think of that. When Pendulum was always really more sort of visceral, and you kind of went by feeling, and it's really taken up until now, I think, to get back on our feet.
This next one's another new one that we've never played before. But we want to see you fucking crazy. Are you ready? Let's go! Under pressure, it's a halo of stars across your head, my friend. The world is pushing back in silence for all the things you said, my friend. The world is pushing back. Don't walk away, we need to find a solution. This ain't a fucking game unless a price to pay. We need a quick resolution. We're gonna taste the blood and it won't go away. Are you paying attention? Are you listening now? Out for a little redemption. Brick by brick, breaking under the pressure. It's a halo of stars across your head, my friend. The world is pushing back in silence for all the things you said, my friend. The world is pushing back. The world is pushing back.
The Alexandra Palace show is the biggest thing we've done since Wembley in 2012. It's a little bit intimidating, that just the scale of it. It's also kind of validating that, you know, we can still sell that many tickets at this point, even after going away for that length of time, and that people still care enough to sort of come and see us do what we do. It's exciting.
You know, when we first came back from Knife Party, they said they didn't know if Pendulum could sell tickets. There's 11,000 fucking people in here tonight. How's that for tickets?
The show right now, I actually think, is better than what I wanted Pendulum to be. In my head, it was already there, and then I saw the current stage setup, and I'm like, it's fucking way above that.
It's the first time we've had the ability to have all of our equipment controlled by computers. So we're completely free on stage to just play our instruments and focus on that.
We wanted a stage layout that was like a big asymmetrical juggernaut beast with like different platforms and visuals that came across a certain way and sort of fit the tracks and suit the tracks and the timing of the songs. And we've never really had that before. This is by far the biggest thing we've ever done.
You know, I think on my worst days, I would have expected that a song like Come Alive from our last EP would have incurred some negativity, but it didn't. People loved it because they've grown over time to accept that they get different takes on electronic music from us.
You know, we've got new management on board, and it feels like things are falling into place properly for the first time in a long time, and it's kind of been handled with the attention and care that it deserves for the first time in a while, I think. What Pendulum means to me kind of changed over time. I always started using the tracks to sort of lock in memories of things that would happen. Just hearing this sort of song puts me back in a mood of the exact thing I was feeling at a certain point in time in my life. I can hear a song like Crush and immediately remember not only like what it was about, but exactly what I was feeling about things at the time. So it's like a little time machine. And to me, that's kind of what Pendulum is about now.
We're having such a great time playing live. We're having such a great time writing new music and exploring different genres. It's kind of like, you know, the best we can hope for is that music's received well, people love it. So getting to continue to do that is the ultimate.
I've always wanted people to listen to Pendulum songs and go like, what the fuck? Like, that's my favorite thing, is when I can play something to someone and they sort of, maybe it's a little riff or a piece that I've done, and they kind of understand the inherent evil in the sound design and how things come across. And I think a lot of people don't get it, they just hear it like as individual things, but it always excites me when someone does get it, and like, man, when I heard that, it was fucking like intimidating. I'm like, yes, thank you, it's supposed to be. A little bit.
Are we working with anyone exciting? Lots of potential collaboration ideas in the bag. Believe it or not, Pendulum's not typically a collaborating kind of act. It's always sort of been very just us. But it's something that seems like it'd be really exciting to do, be it producers, guest vocalists, etc., etc. So that's something we're definitely going to explore.